What's up, y'all? It's Peaches, your favorite nail tech. Of course, we're back with another video because we do that on the daily. So y'all see this set, very cute Shortiez Valentine's. This is my cousin. Hey cousin, and she do be watching my channel. Okay, get that straight. My cousin know how to support. So she had an inspo pic and it was pretty much based around this color that I had, and it is not polishes, babe alert, because if it's not polished, it's not what? It's not nothing, and it never will be nothing, okay? And of course, Core White by Young Nails, because I love them too. So today's subscriber shout out goes to Kimmy Loves Makeup, subscribed since December 15th. Y'all don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notifications, and do the damn thing. I did delete everything out of Final Cut Pro, which is why my subscriber shout out looks different now. I kind of just don't feel like making it exactly like what it was. This was kind of easiest to do, so this is how we're going to be doing the subscriber shout out from now on. And you know what? I may actually add the title in, and you know, I just be talking, so pretty much just ignore that. Also, please just bear with me through this video. I'm feeling a little bit nauseous. You know, like I got my hot water next to me, and don't be thinking that I'm sick, and don't be thinking that I'm pregnant, because I'm not, neither of the sorts. Okay, I'm just about to get my period and I'm feeling nauseous. Okay, so you know how them symptoms kick in about a week before. Yes. Okay, so don't be in my comments talk about some, oh, it's nothing. Boom. So all right, we're gonna go ahead and start by doing all the white nails. And you guys know I love to use Core Whites from Young Nails as milky white. I feel like I am going to make like a custom white that is going to be even milkier than this. You know, people always ask me about that nut color, whatever that used to be popular, and that one is not actually milky white. Somewhere in there we transitioned from like the little nut color, which is like it's like an eggshell nude color, like a transparent, which is usually always custom made. And I actually go ahead and make one. I have two nudes that currently are custom made, and I am going to be making a real milky white, you know, so that way I'll have three different whites. I'll have, when I want like a bright white, I'll use milky white by Not Polish. When I want like a milky white, I use Core White by Core White by Young Nails. And I want something like a see-through white, so I'm gonna make one of those as well. Okay, so when you're doing short nails, you guys already know I've been doing a little bit of short sets lately here on my channel, just because I mean that's kind of what some people have been getting. And then I really just want to show you guys that I can do all length, shapes, everything. And I know that short nails can be tricky for people, especially when deciding what kind of designs or nail art and all that stuff. Like I said, she had an inspo pic. Honestly, I really don't know who did it, what, or why. I just know it was a milky white set with one glitter nail, and then there was a raw glitter nail, and from the beginning of when I showed you guys my set, but in the inspo pic it was like a pixie nail. But at the moment I don't have any of those pixie beads, so I told her we'll just do some raw glitter, and she was like cool. When my cousin comes, she basically just shows an inspo pic, and honestly, she be good with whatever. Like, however I do it, she's good with that. So, let me get some of this hot water. So I am only going to show one hand, just because I feel like I have been doing so many short sets lately that you guys should be able to, between these videos of real time, sped up, voiceovers, you guys should be able to kind of get the gist of how I do short sets. Just make sure that everything is like nice and neat and tucked in. And then also see how she does have a little bit of I don't even want to call it staining on her nails. It's just at that point we needed to get going with the set with her soak off. So it's like, you know, just soak off until it's like extremely thin, nothing was lifting, nothing's going to interfere. But just keep in mind, when you do leave a slight amount of acrylic like that, if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know how to apply acrylic to be opaque, it's gonna show through. Okay, so when you look on the set and when we're all done, it really doesn't show through, because I kind of know how to finesse even with milky white. But just keep that in mind. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that now. So anyways, back to what I was saying about the design. So normally she gets a long set, and y'all want to know something? And yeah, cousin, I'm putting you on blast. She gonna text me the night before her appointment like, hey cousin, I want short nails. I said, girl, why you didn't tell me that before? Why you didn't tell me that before? She said, I know, I'm sorry. She liked how I did somebody else's set, actually the brown set. My cousin actually know that girl. They came up in school together. That brown set with the teddy bears. And so she was like, yeah, I think I might do that length. And let me tell you, I think she might have did slightly a little bit shorter. Crazy. So yeah, I put you on blast. But she lucky she my cousin, and I didn't care. So, boom. So I typically, when there's only one glitter nail, I will do that last. And the reason for that is because I don't want glitter all over the place and other things. Now I did, on the other hand, start with the glitter nail because my monomer already had glitter in it. Don't do that. It's just going to cause problems, but I did it anyways. So here is the application. Boom. Nice. And here's what they look like shaped. You see that? Like, come on, perfect. So for the glitter nail, oh, and this whole part of the video, the whole rest of the video is going to be in real time. I figured I would really focus on the design. Oof, I'm sorry, I gotta adjust. So for the raw glitter nail, the sugar nail, I like to take a thick top coat. Now this top coat I use, I think it's called Jazz Coat. I really don't know. It's just like a random brand from my nail supply, but I like it because it's thick, and I use this for when I'm sealing my bling, and so it kind of get mixed with glue. And so I put that on there, and then I go ahead and apply my glitter. And for this sugar nail, I did the white glitter, which has like purple specks in it. It is a chunkier glitter, or like a medium grit glitter. Like it's fine, but it's not that fine. And I went on top with that fine pink glitter. And the reason why I did that is because I wanted to give it a little bit of a pink undertone to fill in those gaps in those spaces. And so this little like tool mechanism machine, well, it's not a machine, it ain't got no damn motor in it, but this thing is really tight because it stops you from losing excess glitter. And underneath this little spoon is another spoon, so you can actually filter and reuse your glitter twice. Now once I do this, I do not be putting the glitter back in the jar. I feel like that's kind of weird because there's so many different glitters that be mixed in this little thing and like particles. It's like I'm not about to put that back in a jar of glitter. Like, it's not that serious. Like, it's really not that serious. I know some people be putting their glitter back in the jar, but at a certain point sometimes it be mixed with dust and all type of things, and I just don't prefer that. So after I go ahead and make sure everything is where it needs to be, I like to swipe the sides and pat the glitter because you don't want any glitter sticking off in no particular way, because that's just gonna mess up the shape. So once again, on the other pinky, we're going to lay the top coat down, and I do lay it down thin, and I go back in sometimes with like a little bit more if I feel like it's not thick enough to hold everything. So again, this glitter is really from Michaels. Now you need to be careful with your glitters because I have gotten glitters before from Michaels, not paying attention that it's for embossing. And when I tell you, my fingers was so motherfucking itchy. It was wild. It was wild how itchy my fingers are. So please pay attention. This is like regular craft glitters that like children can use for like, you know, art projects and stuff. Now that's the type of glitters that you should be using, even though technically cosmetic glitters and stuff like that are technically not legally regulated. I'm just saying, I did my research because I was going to start up my custom glitter line because I make so many custom glitter acrylics. And yeah, so just really be careful. That's why I'm saying that. Really be careful, okay? So then once I have the glitter on there, I cure it for 60 seconds or however long your top coat takes. And I use this little makeup brush to get rid of the excess glitter that didn't stick to nothing. And I do it now because I don't want it falling all over the place later. So you guys already know whatever brand this is that I use of gel art. I really don't care for the brand. It's so liquidy. Like, it's cool that it's liquidy, but also like you got to store it a certain way or it's not, it don't work out because it spills all over the place. Now for the nail art, on the picture there was one teeny tiny little colored in heart at the tip of the finger, and I told my cousin, I said, that's ugly, so we're gonna do something else. Now at first I was gonna do like a couple of hearts on each nail and I was gonna make it cute, but then I kind of decided, you'll see, I'm gonna wipe it off. I decided, no, I do want one big heart instead of a bunch of little hearts. because this is ugly. So I went ahead and I wiped it off with some acetone in my cleanup brush. Y'all know I got only a couple of brushes that I use. And I also decided to do a different finger because I didn't want all the art to just be, I mean, like all the toppings, I don't know. I didn't want everything to be so close like that and then just one random white finger on the end. So look closely. This is how I draw my hearts. I know other people do it differently, but this is the easiest way to help me, and this is how I like to draw my hearts. So I kind of start with the top, so that way I can make sure that it's rounded, and then with the bottom, I like to make my point be kind of like a, not just like a crisp, straight point from the top to the bottom, but see that little, you see that little wiggle at the bottom? I like my hearts to have that. So I go with the other side, I make the round part, because this is the easiest way for me to get it symmetrical, no matter the size or anything like that. And this is for hearts that are not colored in. I've seen different tricks and stuff for hearts that are colored in, and to be honest, I think I do this regardless. So you see I have a pretty symmetrical heart, and then I like thicker hearts. I don't really like stuff that's like too thin, but this is how I go ahead and make everything nice and even. I take my time, and it doesn't have to be perfect because I am going for like a little, you know, the little airbrush trend look without an airbrush machine. That's kind of what I like, but I do like for the tip to be crisp, and I don't want it to be like too thick at the bottom. So that's what I'm fixing right now, and I just go ahead and I like to crispen up that little wiggly right there. And I did kind of use the acetone to drag the heart a little bit down because I actually wanted this to look like dragged out. And you see how easy it is to make a heart. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a person like, don't ask me to draw no hearts. Listen, if I showed y'all what the hearts look like on my Valentine's stuff last year, it's a joke. It was a joke. Okay, and now listen, we good. So after I just make sure any leftover color is off of the nail, because you guys know I like to do my nail art on top of nails that are top coated, only because the nail art glides so much easier. Now here I really thought I was going to do like a little you know, 4-pointed star or whatever, and that was a joke. I quickly realized I kind of messed up on it. Dang, people is really playing on my phone right now. I thought I messed up on it, and so I was like, you know what though, I don't even want nothing extra. Like, I just want the heart itself. So then that's the path that we took. And like, y'all know how I always tell y'all that like when I do nail art, it really is nail art. Like, I do as I go and the ideas come as I go. That's really how it is. Okay, because once I kind of cured the heart, I moved on to the other one. Pretty much. What am I doing? I don't know. We probably talking shit. That's what my cousin liked to do. So here we go with the other one. Now, while that one is curing in the lamp, I am working on this one, and I will try and get them to be as close as possible, because you guys know I'm into symmetrics. Okay, I don't like things to be looking off and just wibbly wobbly any old type of way. So while that one is in there, I'm gonna go ahead and try and knock this one out. Okay, now the gag of it is, when the other one is done, I'm going to compare the two to make sure they are of similar shape and size. Now this is a whole different finger, and I'm gonna tell you what, when you do short nails, they may all be the same length, but the index finger may always look shorter than the rest of the fingers just because it's shorter. And you know, the middle and the ring finger may look like they're longer, but when you actually compare them, because I compare them all, each and every one, they're not. So like, don't be alarmed, because in the bigger scheme of things, everything's gonna look right. What you don't want to do is try and make the index finger look longer to compensate because it's a shorter finger, because now your set is just gonna look like, man, what was you trying to do? So here we go. I'm comparing and contrasting. You see my vocabulary? And then I'm gonna go ahead and make it a little bit thicker. And the set, whatever you do on the second hand is always easier than on the first hand, because the first hand you're still trying to figure out the idea or what you want to do, and the second hand you kind of already know. So it's like, I got it. Like, back up, I got it. So at this point in time, I'm thinking like, okay, I'm about to just put the little white lines on the heart, And I'm going to leave it at that, and we're going to be good. Now, when you do these white lines, they don't have to be like thin as hell, but they also shouldn't be like too thick. Like, just use your discretion for what looks good with your heart thickness. Okay? So you see, it's kind of like, it needs to just fit within the guidelines. You don't want it to be the same size as the heart. So I was like, all right, we got the little airbrush lookness. Now, I thought I was going to leave it at that, and I didn't. I decided, you know what? I want some little, like, cutesy stuff around the heart. So I was like, let me put some little pink, like, emphasis around the heart, you know? And so I thought I was going to leave it at that, too. And then I was like, ooh, I kind of like how that line had, like, a little roundness and then went to thin, kind of like a little 90s look. So you guys know what I went ahead and did. I said, let me give it a vibe. Let me make it a little 90s vibe. And that's kind of what I did. So you guys can see me kind of thinking in the process of like, what do I want to do? Like, how do I want to do this? And my cousin, she just be sitting there. She really just be sitting there. So I thought that was going to be it, right? I was like, okay, that's going to be it. I'm going to do the 3 pink lines and we're going to call it good. Now, I'm not going to lie, on this hand, the way the 2 pink lines, the ones that are together that I did, I don't want to say I didn't care for them, but they could have been angled a little bit differently. That's the only thing. I feel like they look good, but child, and not Eunice hair playing on my phone. They always want to talk about, come get this hair, don't miss out. Like, girl, leave me the hell alone. So on this one, I was like, okay, let's do it. Where do I want the lines to be? And then this is what I decided to go with. Now you'll see what I'm talking about. I could have had the lines be like a little rounder or a little bit like angled a little bit differently to kind of wrap around a different part of the heart. Damn, I'm just stuttering. A different part of the heart. But I thought this was going to be it. So I was like, you know what? This is cool. I'm good with this. So I put her in the lamp. And I was like, cool. But as you can see, I'm like, I was going to do the dots. But no. I had to go ahead and get some black. I added some black to it. And I was like, okay, let's go ahead and add some black lines. And I was like, ooh, you know, this is cute. Like, I haven't seen anybody do this type of heart before. And like I said, in the picture, it was just like a regular little teeny tiny fielding heart. And I don't know why that is. Like, people be like, ooh, that's so cute. I really don't know why. To each their own. It's just not my own. Okay. And then I went ahead and decided, like, ooh, let's do a couple of bright white against the milky white. I mean, and now Scam Likely want to call me. Stop playing on my phone. So, yeah, I decided to go ahead and add the little dots with my dotting tool. And it just came to be something so cute. And I like that there's different color pinks on this set. Like, everything's not just one shade of pink. You know, it's stuff that looks like, do these pinks even go? And yes, I did that on purpose because I like playing around with colors and shades and just different things that look like they don't go, but they end up looking really good. So again, on this one, we ended up going, well, not we, because I did it. I just decided to go ahead and do it. But she liked it, okay? So now this hand, like I said, I could have went with the black around a little bit differently as well. I feel like the angles in which I kind of did the stuff, see how the white kind of hugs around? I could have did that a little bit better with the black and with the pink. But I feel like it was still cute. And I would definitely recreate this little airbrush heart look again. Because I feel like I could really make it a thing for Valentine's. Because I have not seen anybody do this. And I'm being for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, have really not seen anybody do this. So if y'all start seeing people do this, unless I'm wrong, you might know where they got it from. Okay, so listen. And if you decide to try this, tag me, you know. Y'all know my Instagram at Nailsbyprettyface. Oh, and don't let me forget the fact I woke up this morning. I just looked at my phone a little bit ago. Tell me why I hit 500 subscribers. I really appreciate y'all. Like, y'all are those ones, okay? So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to go ahead and top coat. You already know. Comment, like, subscribe. Turn on your notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Nailsbyprettyface. And as usual, I will see you in the next one because we upload over here daily. Here go the final look. And I will see you in the next one.